Hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and I am a remembering dimension simultaneously one with divine presence, or all things, or the cosmos and beyond, or the multiverse, the universes, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Perm Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, infinite limitless potentials, energies, having a human experience to assist with the evolution of all beings, all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Perm Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I channel within my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, Divine Remembrance, Healing Frequencies, Ancestral Forces from the Cosmos, Cosmic Creation, Galactic Experiment, and beyond, as they assist us as we awaken to the remembrance that we're limitless potentials, limitless energies, having the experience of being a celestial galactic presence being of the cosmos, or having another degree of this is having a bipedal man, bipedal woman experience of the cosmos. Another degree of this is having a bipedal woman, bipedal man experience of planet Earth of the cosmos. Again, within my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. I actually don't believe I mentioned it yet. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. You're able to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. I channel healing frequencies and messages and wisdoms as we awaken in the masses, the remembrance that we are limitless. I've been healing and growing and remembering. The truth is, we've always only been limitless. And there is celestial alignment. But I'm glad to say there was no true time point or time period in which we would awaken in the masses. Being guided to say everything has always been here and now. We've always only been limitless. Our belief system, our paradigms of who we believe we are, the thought patterns that we focus on, or we feed, or we allow allow ourselves to ruminate on, is how our evolution, or the makings of us, or our understandings of who we even are, our understandings of our existential fundamental nature proliferates and exists through the thought patterns we feed, which assist with the energies in which we align to. Y'all saw the title of this Facebook community live. Within the Facebook community lives, if you're watching on one of my other platforms on a playback, link below in the description of this video is my personal Facebook account, as well as Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips social media accounts, as well as Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, so you can keep up with the communities, the new postings, new content, new channel transmissions. Again, my personal account is linked below in the description of this video. You can follow my personal account in order to catch the Facebook community lives. I go live on designated Fridays and channel whatever the soul space, heart space puts on my soul and heart to channel and say, to again assist us as we awaken the masses. Y'all saw the title, Galactic Ancestors, Galactic Presences channeled from Warring to Respite, Part 2. I'm being guided to just go ahead and sit back and allow the ancestral forces. Well, I can. They're like, give a prerequisite, actually. So we've always been limitless potentials, and we've always been tandem with every being, everything. Always and only. Our planet, our existence, our realms, our energetic embodiments. And the way we perceive our realm, our energetic, ourselves, our energetic embodiments, the way our realm, our energy, limitless potentials energy, shapes and forms and manifests for us to perceive through our precepts. We use most commonly sight, taste, touch, smell, hearing. And then we have where we start to dip into our multidimensional presence, multidimensional sensing, shamanism, extrasensory perception, mediumship, channeling, psychic abilities, synesthesia, where we perceive using dimensions and faculties outside of touch, taste, sight, smell, hearing. Our one energy, ourselves, our existence, our realm, our existence, it manifests or is perceptive to our precepts, touch, taste, sight, smell, hearing, our thought patterns. Precepts are touch, taste, sight, smell, hearing through the pairing of our thought patterns to cast or project the form and shape of our limitless energies or ourselves, our existence. We've always been one with all beings, all things, limitless potentials, limitless paradigms, limitless realms, limitless species. And the way, when we look in the mirror, the way we see humans, humanoid beings, it's a manifestation of our thought patterns, our projections of our thought patterns of who we believe we are. And who we believe we are in any moment is only a sliver of our infinite potentials in nature. Within my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify, there's some reference content that I want to reference, some installments I want to reference, and I'm just being guided to reference these two podcasts. And then The Stars Aligned, Part 1 and Part 2, link below for the playback watchers. And then The Stars Aligned, Part 1, Part 2, where I channel ancestral forces, galactic and beyond forces. And we heal into remembrance and gratitude for this time where we are remembered that we are infinite limitless potentials. And you perceive, insert your name when you look into the mirror because of your thought pattern. And your thought patterns are gifts or your contribution to the evolution of all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Param, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, as your thought patterns shape and form the way you show up, which assists with shaping and forming the way our humanity, our culture shows up, our planet shows up. Thank you. Just as the way I show up assists with shapes and forming all beings, all things. The way you show up assists with shaping and forming all beings, all things. And the way we show up is a projection of our thought patterns, our belief systems. You know it as karma, tikkuns. Karma, or Hebrew, is tikkun is a Hebrew term meaning rectification. Our thought patterns are a reflection of our karma or our tikkuns, meeting ourselves or projecting and manifesting ourselves to learn from ourselves, to grow and evolve our energy into more wellness, more balance, more conscious awareness, more conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials. So and then the Stars Align Part 1, and then the Stars Align Part 2, link below for the playback watchers. Part 2. Now you can rewatch all of the Facebook community lives on my music channel. I also share healing wisdoms and frequencies through co-creating channeling music. Ashley-Nicole music is available to stream on YouTube. And you go to the playlist, subscribe and go to the playlist section. You'll see the Facebook community lives where you can watch back all of the Facebook community lives. And then we're going to also link below for the playback watchers another Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips installment. These are all channel transmissions, where let the soul space speak through my reflection, manifestation of my contributions to the evolution of all things, or who I believe I am, which manifests Ashley-Nicole Phillips, or my shape and form. So I've channeled through the soul space. All of my transmissions are channeled. So I'm also linking below atoning, which all things truly are a channel. All beings, all things truly are a channel. It's our conscious awareness of this and which changes. The soul wants me to go in further when I say all things. When I channel, all things are a channel. Meaning the celestial bodies. We look out into the universe through our telescopes, our Hubbles, our Kepler telescopes, and we see we see gases and lights and stars and celestial bodies. We are synonymous, one with. That's our picture. That's our mirror. The gases, stars, celestial bodies. Now we zoom in to our Milky Way gases, our stars, celestial bodies, in which we are synonymous with, as far as our energetic. We're synonymous with all things. But as far as our location, as we see through our paradigms, our synaptical understanding of who we are, in the Milky Way galaxy, when you zoom all the way into planet Earth and you see me here on this Facebook Community Live, or you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, we have 0 degrees of separation from the celestial bodies. And the celestial bodies work in a symphonic form, a symphonic breeze, a symphonic motion that's already predetermined, preordained by the acclamation or the figuring of what's going to be in the most wellness and uplifting, what's going to be the most well and uplifting patterning or motion for the celestial bodies to remember its oneness and its infinite nature. And when we exist, we move, we be, and we have thought patterns in which we think that we're the origin point of these thought patterns. We're truly linked to, connected to, tandem with this celestial motion, celestial symphonic breeze, celestial rhythm that manifests as our energy with the thought patterns and waveforms and frequencies in which we align with, which manifests our karma, our cocoons, or the makings of us, or our contribution to the evolution of the celestial bodies, which manifests how we perceive ourselves, how we exist, how we be in our realm, in our human, in our biology, in our anatomy, in our galactic presence, our infinite presence. For us to learn from how we manifest, how we be. To garner the wisdoms from how we manifest, how we be. To grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness of our tandem nature with the celestial bodies. I'm going to link below for the playback watchers, Atoning Through Reality. It's the Kingdom Things podcast installment. Which brings me to my call to action. Sit with yourself every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness, as well as greater conscious embodiment of my limitless nature? Wait for the answers, because they will come. Your lingo with the universe is most likely unique to you. More the more. Validate yourself in your knowings. To come into more self-acceptance. And to blossom back into your knowings, or your greater conscious awareness of the limitless nature in which you are, in which all things are. By validating yourself. When you ask the question, hey soul, what is my reality? It's trying to teach me about myself. When you get those answers, your lingo with the universe, again, might not look like anybody else's. It might not be synonymous to how you've ever perceived anything before. More the more, validate yourself in your knowing so that you become more comfortable to unfurl, blossom back into the remembrance of the limitless potentials in which we've always only been. I'm like asking, I'm channeling the ancestors, what the galactic presences. I'm like, do you want me to sit back and transcendentally channel? Yes? Okay, yeah. I like this too. I'm going to sit back and transcendentally channel the galactic forces. But first, well, they're asking me, because I literally, because everything we do is a channel of galactic and beyond forces, right? Like we just channeled, like we're the energies. I channeled a song called Symphonic Breeze. Now, when I channeled this song, since I channeled this song, I've come into greater conscious awareness of the oneness in which we are in all things. All things is in all things. In the celestial body, how we're one in celestial, divine, universal orchestration. When I channeled this song, I knew I was channeling. At the same time, I perceived a gap or separation between who I believe I am, or my manifestation, myself, and the energies and frequencies and ancestral forces in which I was channeling. I was deep in the spirit, transcendent. We're one. Simultaneously, we appreciate the way we evolve and be, but remembering our oneness at the same time. You're welcome. Likewise, thank you. The ancestral forces said, thank you, Ashley. I said, you're welcome. So when I was in the spirit, I was divinate. I was in prayer meditation when I channeled this song. And it's called Symphonic Breeze. It's on the Persia album, Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. playlist section, you'll see the Purge album. I'm about to play Symphonic Breeze. Symphonic Breeze. Symphonic Breezes. I was deep in the soul space, prayer meditation when I was co-creating in my room. Co-creating, the soul taught me how to mix and everything. Soul guidance, celestial force guidance. Taught me how to mix the music and everything. I was deep in the soul space, channeling the song. And I started tapping into frequencies, energies. They're galactic presences. The energies were galactic presence. I was like, whoa. The energy was like all striking and really powerful and abundant. I was like, whoa, shoot. I was like, dang. But I felt DNA activations. I felt soul upliftment, for the whole collective. As one rises, we all rise. As you grow and evolve, the whole collective grows and evolves. As I grow and evolve, the whole collective grows and evolves. So I was deep in the heart space, soul space, and I was like, dang. And I started channeling these frequencies. I was like, dang. And they started feeding the lyrics. I was like, dang. I was like, whoa, shoot. The lyrics, deeply rooted, so we grow high. Earthly, dang. Deeply rooted, so we grow high. Earthly motions, rhythmic waves of the oceans, symphonic breeze of the winds. Deeply rooted, I think that's the lyrics. We're about to play it. Deeply, so I'm channeling the ancestral forces which are truly one with us, one with ourselves, and we're awakening to this, to be our future selves in the present moment. These ancestral forces that know that they're deeply rooted with all beings, all things of celestial bodies. They know that they live and expand infinitely. Which brings me to the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, 2033 prophecy. By the year 2033, the divine says, we will be, or the acclamation of all things. God, Allah, Shekinah, Brahma, Hashem, Prime Source is what's mostly commonly termed. And I channel within Kingdom Things podcast installment. I'm going to link below for the playback watchers. The installment, Deep Inner Space Journeying. Link below for the playback watchers. Kingdom Things podcast. I finally channeled and shared that, how we know God, the different terms God is personified as or captured in many cultures on our planet. We know God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I was connected to these celestial and beyond beings, like a similar experience. They're like same experience, we're one. Where they're like, but both similar experience and then same experience. This is both because it's different dimensions. We respect our synaptical understanding of existence. We do see we see differences. We perceive shape and form, and we see differences. The soul is like, the divine is like, y'all no longer need to war over y'all's differences. Understand you're one in your differences and grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness of why you are one by being inquisitive about what the differences are manifesting to show you or teach you about yourself. And I channeled about this in the Kingdom Things podcast installment. It's 2 parts. The first part is our, thank you. The first part is resolving. Kingdom Things podcast installment. The first installment is resolving. It's linked below for the playback watchers. Reference Kingdom Things podcast in the description of this video. Resolving duality consciousness. Duality consciousness. And the part 2 to this installment. The part 2 to this installment is End of Slavery is in the title. End of Slavery. Link below for the playback watchers. Channel a lot of ancestral forces. Harriet Tubman, George Washington Carver, Martin Luther King Jr., Marcus Garvey, John Brown is his name. I channel Afro in these two, between these 2 installments. It's a part 1, part 2, between resolving duality consciousness and end of slavery. And then also channel Afrocentric galactic tribe, galactic race tribe of the cosmos. And I'll tell another story about another Afrocentric galactic tribe, species, race that I had multidimensional conversations and experiences with. These 2 installments, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips installments, are linked below again for the playback watchers in the description of this video. So we have God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. They're like, Ashley, these understandings of the divine, understanding that's still like only a dimension of the divine. Because why our understandings of who we are is always going to be less the total. Why? Because we're always infinitely journeying to grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness of the wholeness of all things. It's an infinite journey. And I got this insight, this download from these beings from like the great beyond. Like, whenever there's beings and species and races where they exist and be way outside of the bounds of our synaptical understanding, they'll be like, actually, just call us the far, far beyond or the great beyond. They'll say things like this, because like y'all don't have not yet. Y'all don't have conscious synaptical understandings of who we are, what we are, where we exist, our realms, our paradigms of understanding who we are. So just call us the great, great beyond or the far beyond. So they were like, God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Those are actually teachings and understandings of your existential fundamental nature that were gifted to you, or the makings of you, or your evolution, or the manifestations of your thought patterns, or your vibrations, your frequencies, which manifest how you exist, how you be. Beautiful, right? Really abundant and powerful. Remembrance. It's like, because we manifest it as beings in a realm. We're no longer demonizing the makers of us, but we manifest it as beings in a realm where we're always trying to prove our worthiness. Like, we feel like we have to do something to be worthy. And the ancestor forces, galactic and beyond ancestor forces, they've been channeling through me, telling me, remembering me, which is like my remembrance journey is catalyzed onto my divine awakening in 2018. And, I catalog a lot of my remembrance journey in the Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube and Spotify. I also have another sister brother podcast. It's called Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. It's available to stream for free on YouTube. So I catalog a lot of my journeying of remembering through the inner space, channeling ancestral forces through both podcasts. Like 99.9998% of my remembrance I share within the podcast. I'd say 100%. I share within the podcast to assist to be a resource as we all awaken, arise, and remember. So they're like, Ashley, y'all exist. That's why you're worthy. That's why you're abundant. That's why you're wellness. That's why you're balanced, because you exist. You are a celestial embodiment, miraculously taking shape and form as, insert your name, as human beings, bipedal beings of the cosmos, on a planet that y'all perceive as planet Earth, which is really infinite dimensions, just as y'all are infinite dimensions. That's why you're worthy. Beautiful remembrance. So I was in the spirit, co-creating this song, channeling this song, Symphonic Breezes. And I'm more aware now of my oneness with all beings, all things. So now when I listen to this song, I'm like, yeah, this is a jam. Before, when like a lot of times, I had to grow into my music. These days, I've grown to my music because, I put music down because I thought it was necessary for me to rise to the cosmos or the celestial bodies of the universe, or God was calling me to be. I felt like I had to put it down. And I had to chat with the soul space, like, hey, and the soul was like, hey, I should pick music back up. Heal yourself through the inner space and share healing frequencies and wisdoms in your music. So that's what I've been doing. So I grow into my music. So Symphonic Breezes, when I first channeled it, I was kind of in a daze because there's a lot of powerful remembrances, high frequencies from baby Cosmos, baby Tenum here, baby Quantumly Entangled here with us. But when we look in our Kepler telescope, our Hubble telescopes, that's far away from when we look in the telescope through our paradigm of space and time. Which, thank you, Albert, the ancestor force, Albert Einstein. Give him a shout out all the time for, sharing the remembrance that everything is truly here and now, or space and time are relative to the lens of the perceiver. Whatever's perceiving space and time is what really forms and shapes space and time. So from our perspective, we look through a telescope, we see stars and planets like light years away. Truly, they're here now. So I'm channeling, we all are channeling in the here and now. Again, dip down in your inner space. Ask yourself, hey, so, what do I need to know to come to greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of my limitless potential so you can embody and be a higher frequency you, self, to contribute to a higher frequency existence or to bring your future self in the present moment. To assist with the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. 2033 prophecy. It's prophecy written all over the world, all over the cosmos, all over God's creation. Where God's creation rises and remembers that we're one in unity in our infinite potentials, infinite dimensions, infinite variances. We're one, and we grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment of our unity. It's also prophesied on the world, all over the world. Mayan Hopi prophesied fifth world, turn of a yuga. Hindu prophesied turn of a yuga. Aboriginal Australians prophesied this time as well, coming home, a remembrance of our galactic ancestry, Pleiadians and beyond. Prophesied over Africa, Yoruba and more, the ancestral forces awakening through our DNA, ancestral wisdoms awakening through our DNA, ancestral teachings awakening through our DNA. To remembrance of our oneness with the cosmos, cosmic orchestration. So I was showing this song, and symphonic breeze deeply rooted, so we grow high. Earthly motion, rhythmic waves of the oceans, symphonic breeze of the wind. Let's play it. Okay, symphonic breeze of the wind. It's more, okay, let's play the song.
Deeply rooted, so we will find earthly motion, rhythmic waves of the ocean, symbolic deep like the Grand Canyon, tall like the Mid-Atlantic, still for divine truths. We are deep like the Grand Canyon.
It said, deep like the Grand Canyon, tall like the men and women, standing for divine truths. And tall is relative, because we got a lot, babe. We know humanity, like, tall is relative. Like, we have a lot of, cause there's, like, galactic species that are coming through. They're like this tall. They're like, we're not tall, but we're standing for divine truths. Like, and you start, it's a joke. But they're being serious. So, like, we're this small, but we're grown, and we're standing for divine truths, and we're eons old. It's like they're telling a joke, but it's like true because the lyrics, like, it's kind of like we don't want to leave people out with our incantations. It's like tall like the men and women, the not little, but like the beings that are like not so tall. They're like, we're sending for divine truths too. they're joking through the inner space right now. I just wanted to share. True. True. Tall is relative. Deep like the Grand Canyon, tall like the men and women, standing for divine truths. We are deep like the Grand Canyon. Let's keep on playing. Oh, that's what they were. Because I was guided to stop. I was like, okay, stop and explain. That's what they wanted to say. They're like, we're some of us are not so tall. We're still standing for divine truth. Yes, touche. I love it. Yes. Yes, I had to work. I had to heal myself to the inner space because, I'm tall. I'm 5'11". 5'10" and 3/4, 5'11", right? I didn't know I had, because I had my conscious mind, because, we're infinite potentials. Like, what we consciously think we are at any moment, we're infinitely more. So we get to learn and atone and grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness of who we are ourselves. So in my process of growing and evolving and atoning and coming to greater conscious awareness of the energies in which I am and which, which contributes to the evolution of all things, truly synonymous with all things, I learned that, like, okay, we're working through it. We gotta be honest so we can heal through it. Have had a superiority complex because I'm tall. It was super subconscious. Because in, like, my conscious mind, I was like, I was self-conscious because I was tall. My conscious mind. So I appreciate the galactic ancestors bringing that up like that. Thank you for clocking me, keep me very clocking it, keeping me accountable. Yes, let's be accountable for our speech and you know, and to be all inclusive. Gratitude. Now that part, y'all, when I channeled that through, I was like, shit. They were like, we span far, and like the way I sang it, like the way it sang through me, like the way it channeled, because we're truly one. The way it channeled through me myself, I was like, shit. I was like, oh, excuse me, my language. I was like, whoa. We span for many constellations. I was like, we stand for many constellations. I was like, whoa! I was like, shoot! I was like, whoa, ancestors! Let's play it back again. I was like, whoa, shoot! The ancestors got another joke. The next line is, wide like the Michelin Man. Wide like the Michelin Man. Vibrant like master paintings. Living our truths. We are one. Many truths. This ain't no joke. That's beautiful. Wide like the Michelin Man. Vibrant like master paintings. Living our truths. We are one. Many truths. That's so powerful and beautiful. Oh, like, dang. Why like the Michelin Man? Why did I like Master Paint? Why did we channel Michelin Man? I don't know. I remember just in my mind's eye, like I saw like when I was channeling the song in my mind's eye, I saw like I had a vision of like the Michelin Man. Dang. Does that being exist somewhere? Yes. Oh! Cool. Whoa. Wow. You're welcome likewise. Thank you. Whoa. What I'm experiencing right now, because like the soul, like talk through it, Ashley. Why did I channel that? Like, why like the Michelin Man? I was like, in my mind's eye, I saw the Michelin Man. It's like, and it's like that. This being, like, I exist. Like the being is coming through right now, channeling through right now. Their frequency channeling through. Like, yeah, I exist. Like whoever drew or channeled the Michelin Man, they were picking up frequencies where the Michelin Man act like from where like the being that's depicted and which we know as the Michelin Man. They were picking up frequencies of a dimension where that being actually exists. And that's how reality co-creates. Out of the infinite ways that reality co-creates. Whatever we imagine or draw or write or conceive of, it's reality, tangible reality in some realm somewhere. Some dimension, some frequency patterning, which manifests that realm somewhere. Whoa, cool. Thank you for the insight. You're welcome. Thank you. Wide like the Michelin Man. Vibrant like master paintings. Living our truths, we are one, many truths. I like art. So when I think about vibrant, you know, you think about paint, pigments, colors, paintings, and then master paintings. What years would that be? It still exists. Like, let's just say, because time and space are relative. So we have master paintings. Artists are called master painters. I don't know exactly through our paradigm of existence. I don't know exactly. I feel like there was a time frame, but we're busting out time frames. But I feel like there was a time frame in space and time where we call certain painters master painters. I'm sure we still do it. But that's the frequency I was dipping into. Like, that's what I thought I was dipping into. So if you want to say channel something else, you know, on the money, It's like, you're on the money, Ashley, but understand that space and time where you have the master painters in your realm that were called master painters. Understand that space and time is synonymous with dimensions and frequencies and existence beyond space and time. Still synonymous with your space and time. So like, and at the same time, the master painters, what they were painting are depictions, arts from beyond space and time, or from infinite dimensions of reality, or within, or even within our dimensions of space and time, which is still synonymous with dimensions beyond space and time, because what time and space are relative. Cool. Because I feel the frequency in my gut of master paintings. When I say master paintings, I feel this frequency in my gut of, like, when you think about master painters. Like, I just channeled Van Gogh. We just channeled Van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh, from a Dutch master painter, from a Dutch master painter from the Netherlands. Netherlands. I'm gonna that's the deep inner space. It's already linked below. We already got it below. I channeled Vincent van Gogh, as well as Davy Crockett in the installment, and then we have like Vermeer. I've channeled Vermeer before as well. I'm gonna link that installment below. I channeled Vermeer, the master painter Vermeer. I'm gonna link this Kingdom Things podcast installment below for the playback watchers. Installment with Vermeer. Then we have Leonardo da Vinci, master painter surely. Leonardo da Vinci, I've channeled Leonardo da Vinci formally twice within the Kingdom Things podcast. I'll link both below. Leonardo da Vinci. I have 2 installments. I'll link those below. Leonardo da Vinci, 2 installments. Make sure I link both. So we have these master paintings, or master paintings. That's really cool insight. Thank you, Soul. Thank you, Divine Presence. So wide like the mission living, vibrant like master paintings, living our truths. We are one, many truths. Dang, shoot, that's so powerful and beautiful. Because when you think about our, like, I don't love, let me lean into it and just be honest with this stuff. Because I did not love sharing our existential fundamental nature existence like this. But the soul was like, baby, it is what it is, Ashley. Our realm is an experiment. An energetic experiment. Can we get along? Can we remember our oneness nature? Even with our infinite dimensions, our infinite differences, our infinite variances. And forgetfulness that we're one with cosmic orchestration and God and all beings, all things, each other. Can we still remember, like in a dense frequency of forgetfulness? Can we rise and remember? And we've risen and we've remembered gratefully. So even our planet is an experiment mirroring the macrocosm. So infinite dimensions, potentials, which are truly here and now. And our planet, where we have a conscious perception of the infinite dimensions, or infinite races and cultures, traditions, preferences. Can we garner the wisdoms and be the wellness and celestial wisdoms of remembrance from our infinite differences? Again, sit with yourself every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness of the limitless wisdom, celestial wisdoms in which I am? And then whenever you experience something, you ask yourself, hey soul, what was that supposed to teach me about myself? My existential fundamental nature, the celestial wisdoms in which I am, in which all things are. Could we remember? We remembered that we are one with all beings, all things. Which brings, like, so I've been consciously assisting, which we all do it, and we're all awakening to consciously do this as well. Consciously assist with us rising into higher frequencies to be our future self in the present moment, to be wellness, wisdoms, remembrances, infinite possibilities, infinite potentials in the present moment. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, and all the infinite other well and balanced manifestations and miracles that are our homeostasis, or our natural nature, with remembering that we're one with cosmic orchestration, every being, everything, celestial infinite wisdoms. So I've been consciously helping, and you know, you look at our new cycles, and you're like, whoa, shoot, like you receive chaos. The soul, the Galactic Federation of Light, Galactic Federation of Light, an organization that assists with overseeing the wellness and balance of the Galactic experiment, which is an iota, a dimension of God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. And we know God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, it's more. There's infinite dimensions beyond these understandings. The Galactic Federation of Light is like, actually, whenever a galactic colony or galactic civilization is awakening from darkness, or they're in a sunrise phase, where they're rising in where we're rising in vibration, and remembering our oneness with celestial orchestration, where we're able to perceive our multidimensionality and perceive and consciously co-create with other galactic beings, galactic forces, galactic species, and beyond, consciously in our evolution or our day-to-day waking state. It can look this is what it looks like a lot of the times. It can look like this, the chaos. It's like we're shaking off the rubble coming up out the dirt. And it can look like this sometimes. We pray for wellness. We thank our channel from the Galactic Federation of Light. They're different species and races of beings that is, again, it's just with overseeing the wellness and balance and peace within the galactic experiment. Our channel within the podcast, King of Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I'm going to link it below. It's an installment called Humans Ashamed of Being Human plus Galactic Experiment. The divine, galactic, and beyond ancestral forces are like, y'all don't be ashamed of what y'all made, what y'all don't like, what y'all like, whatever it is. Be the wisdoms from it. So ask your soul, hey soul, what was this happening, experience, paradigm supposed to teach me about myself? Be the wisdoms to grow and evolve into more wellness and balance. Again, this Kingdom Things Podcast installment is linked below in the reference content. Humans Ashamed of Being Human. Plus Galactic Experiment. So Galactic Experiment. Plus Galactic Experiment. So, like, our planet is an experiment to balance out energies, a microcosm and the macrocosm. And then the galaxies and stars and different species and different races and the realms of the galaxies and stars and planets. That's an experiment as well to balance out energies. Synonymously, it's our existential fundamental nature. I'm going to link below another installment that I did. It's called God's Plan. God's Plan. It's more in there. It's actually 2 installments I'm going to link below. It's like God's Plan. And it spells out us being an interplanetary, multi-planetary, interplanetary species within the next decade. It's already here now. It's already here now. I channel within the Facebook community live, and also channel within the Facebook community live our Mayan predecessors of our planetary understandings of existence, of divine evolution. And they're like, we transcended to Venus, so we're a multi-planetary species. Like, we live on Venus as well. Like, we're humans, right? So we say that to say we are now a multi-planetary species. We were in a sunset phase where we fell into a dense thong of energies. Our cycle, our ascension cycle of the contribution to humanoid species of the cosmos, bipedal man of the cosmos, beings period of the cosmos. We were in a sunset phase where we were working out imbalances in this dense thong of energies where we forgot our connection to all things, so we couldn't perceive. Excuse me, y'all. Transcendence. We remember now. So we couldn't perceive our connection to multidimensional existence, which we are multidimensional. We couldn't perceive that our Mayan predecessors transcended in our multiplanetary tribe contribution to bipedal beings of the cosmos period, beings of divine evolution, energies of divine evolution. So God's plan spells out we're rising, rising out of the darkness, remembering our multidimensional celestial oneness with cosmic and beyond being, species, existence. We most commonly term existence, God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. We're rising, we're in a sunrise phase. And we're going to be a multi-planetary. We already are a multi-planetary species. We're going to contribute to the evolution of more multi-dimensional bipedal beings, cosmic beings of divine evolution, of celestial beingness. So we'll have our we'll be colonizing other planets as well. As well as no death, no disease, no war, no famine, war, peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. Divine Revelation Alert. I did channel it in this podcast installment that I'm linking below, but also Divine Revelation Alert. It's like cosmic species, the Galactic Federation of Light. It's like it's final. Like y'all did it. Y'all did it. We did it. Love it. Love it. And on a subconscious level, conscious level, we've all only been working this out to manifest this. All beings, all things. All of humanity, all beings, all things. Which is beautiful. And we're coming to greater conscious awareness of this. So God's plan, that's linked below, as well as there's another installment called like it's like in the title it's like Are Twin Flames Real? No, it's Twin Flames Are Real. It's like Twin Flames Are Real. That's a part of the title. I talk about a few things. I channel a few things in there. I'm on the twin flame journey. And have a lot of gratitude for it. It stretches me into greater like conscious awareness of the oneness with all things in which we all are. The wellness and balance in which we all truly are in our existential fundamental nature. Yes. Well, yeah, so I have a lot of gratitude for it. Transcendence. So we link those below for the playback watchers. And you can play back. We are going to use this for the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips Monday offering. So this will be coming to the catalog soon. Let's play this song, the rest of this song, Symphonic Breezes. I forgot to link below. So that's Symphonic Breezes, the Persia album, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. I'm going to link below. It's a Facebook community live where I channel the Mayan predecessors, Mayan predecessors, and they share that they colonized on Venus. And then I channeled them before. I channeled them a few times. I have gratitude for these ancestors, for all the ancestors. But I channeled them another installment, Kingdom Things podcast installment. I'll link below for the playback watchers. Where I channeled the Mayan ancestors. We'll link that below. Again, the playback watchers. And then in this Facebook community live where I channel the Mayans, I also talk about a few things. It's a Facebook community live meets my cooking channel. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube. Subscribe. Whatever the ancestors told me, got me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what we put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. I talk about my experience with the Hogwarts universe. Hogwarts universe, because again, whatever we channel or experience or write in our evolutionary understanding of reality, understanding we're picking up pings and information and celestial wisdoms from dimensions of reality where that's their actual reality. So I talk about my Hogwarts experience within this Facebook community live, as well as channel the Mayans, and also we channel the Pleiadians of Taygeta. It's a lot of good healing frequencies and divine remembrances and divine communing. Celestial and beyond communing with this within all of my content, within all of existence, within all of my content as well. So at Facebook, and it's intentional, it's consciously intentional. Which, yeah, A Facebook community live, link below, as well as the Mayan ancestors. You're welcome. Likewise, thank you. Yeah, I do set the intentions for all of my content to align with sharing, channeling, healing frequencies and wisdoms of remembrance, to be a resource as we awaken and rise. So I have this other song that I channeled, that I published it. I channeled and I published it recently. It's on my newest album, Self Love from Formless to Form. That it's being grown and evolved and pruned and watered and flourishing. So I just added Tap In. It's called Tap In Stack. Again, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Now, when I first started co-creating and channeling this song, I woke up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, which I do sometimes, like a lot of often. At those times, I wake up and I start healing through the soul space with ancestral forces and galactic and beyond forces, where we were healing together. And they were like, Ashley, put it in a song. It was basically remembrance that we're one with all beings, all things. And the way I perceived it when I was healing that night, that morning is I perceived, like, in my mind's eye, I perceived like being one with all of these celestial and beyond beings. It's like they stepped out of my portal and they're like, actually, we're one. Like, and this is for all beings, all things, we're all one. I was like, whoa, I was like, yes. And they were sharing healing frequencies to activate our DNA to this remembrance. So we get into multidimensional sensory teleporting, multidimensional faculties teleporting. I'm being guided to say teleporting specifically. Yes. I channeled in my podcast before that that's coming to, that's going to be like, that's going to be a common, like, it's going to be like this common culture, teleporting, soon enough. And it's wild because I just saw a headline about Donald Trump talking about teleporting. I guess he was asked about it. And he said he didn't know it about it, but he was going to figure it out. He was asked about I didn't click on the video to listen to it. It's really cool, and this is a part of our awakening. These things have always existed. We were rising from a dense song of energy where we couldn't perceive these dimensions of our multidimensionality, of our celestial wisdoms, of our celestial and beyond existence. As well as we have like governments all over the planet, as well as the USA, United States of America Congress. They formed a special committee, and they're speaking senators of the U.S., United States of America, and senators and House of Representative members are speaking out about their briefing they've been having by military programs and other governmental programs that have been dealing with extraterrestrial, non-celestial or multidimensional beings and technologies. And they're like, what we're learning right now, this is what they're saying. And when I perceive this, the Galactic Federation of Light, they're like, actually, this is a common occurrence when y'all are awakening. This is a common occurrence as y'all awaken. Y'all remember that y'all are one with all these things that you've always only been. Y'all got ancient predecessors that live. They're multiplanetary, and they're one with you. Y'all share DNA. Y'all share genetic coding. So like we're awakening to remember that we've always been one with all these things. So, Representative, blessings of wellness, and thank you for your assistance in this time of awakening. Representative Tim Burchett, he openly talks about it. He's like, his disposition is like, if the American citizens knew about this, baby, the USA might become unhinged. It might just shatter, fall apart. Transcendence. Why? Because I channel from the Galactic Federation of Light. Don't think catastrophe. Think regeneration. Think restoration. To allow your systems, your existence, and your culture and your systems to grow and evolve to align with these new understandings of the remembrance of who y'all are and a greater awareness of who y'all are. Your existential fundamental nature, your connection to all beings, all things, to celestial bodies, to multidimensional existence, to limitless potentials, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Parent Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I was like, dang. was like, yeah. So again, we think Tim Burchett is like Representative Tim Burchett. You know, we have a lot of representatives that Representative Luna, she went on Joe Rogan and she was like, I've seen evidence of multidimensional presence, like on our planet, on like in our realm. Like I've seen evidence of multidimensional presence. I was like, whoa. Mind you, I've been consciously healing and growing, evolving to help manifest, to assist with manifesting, we also call it the second coming of Christ, where we awaken to Christ consciousness from the inside. All beings, all things, DNA, genome activation, Christ consciousness, celestial consciousness, galactic consciousness, unity, oneness consciousness, our remembrance with all beings, all things, the celestial bodies, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I've been consciously doing this over since 2018, but a more conscious awareness, coming into greater conscious awareness, like 2020, 2021. And y'all, I should share this. I've never shared it in my content. I think it's responsible. Is it responsible or is it negligent? Responsible, right? We don't want to coddle. Yeah, we don't want to coddle. We had the potential to self-destruct or nuclear war and self-destruct. So those are options. Those are vibrational frequency options we had to align with, which would set our trajectory of what we would experience in our dimensionality as beings of planet Earth, of the cosmos. Our realm had the potential to self-destruct through nuclear war and otherwise. Transcendence. Instead, we've chosen to rise and awaken through the DNA space. So again, we think restoration, we think regeneration, we don't think self-destruction. And so shall it be, and so it is. And the war in Iran, it's a multi-dimensional war, and we transcend it. We choose respite, resting, wellness, peace, not war, forever, infinitely, not just for a little bit. Forever, for infinitely, not war. It's a multidimensional existence. Our reality, our realm is a mere refraction of what's going on in other dimensions, of infinite dimensions. This war in Iran is a multidimensional war. Baby, it's really a self-defeatist situation where we forget our oneness, so we fight with ourselves instead of understanding what our difference. We fight with ourselves over differences instead of understanding what our differences are trying to teach us about ourselves. And I channeled within the Kingdom Things podcast installment titled it's the one titled Resolving Dueling Duality Consciousness. Again, link below for the playback watchers. I channeled Marcus Garvey in that one. That's the one with the part two. Part 2, End of Slavery is in the title. I channeled in that one. And Resolving Dueling Duality Consciousness. It's a beautiful, really insightful channeling. It's like, because I tell a story about an Afrocentric race, an Afrocentric galactic tribe race of being species of the cosmos. And because I was multidimensionally communicating with them, I call it that's the kinfolk. I call it we were having a powwow session where we were healing through the inner space, and at the same time it was like a kickback because I was multidimensionally communicating with them, and we were healing together. And I have an Elon Musk joke, Elon Musk impersonation, and they said, Ashley, stop talking about that, man. That's what the Afrocentric race told me. They were like, stop, because they were like, because if you manifest something, we don't know if we can help you, because we don't know nothing about like Nordic race beings. We know through our reflection, we call them Europeans. They were like, we don't know nothing about Nordic species, Nordic race, galactic beings. Stop talking about Elon Musk, because if you manifest, we don't know if he can help you with that. I was like, whoa. I was like, really? I don't know nothing about Nordic race beings? They said, no, Ashley. I said, wow, transcendence. We're all growing and evolving. And they said, surely, Ashley. We're all growing and evolving, evolution. We're all growing and evolving, evolution. I was like, dang. So I started asking the question. I was like, now they've grown and evolved because, baby, time and space is relative. We'll speak wellness and balance, growth and evolution. But they were like, yeah, at that time and space, they were like, yeah, nah, we don't really know nothing about them folks like that. I was like, dang. So we started healing and stuff. And that's when we channeled from the celestial bodies, ancestral forces, like, baby, acclamation of all things. They were like, channel this insight. Like whenever you meet beings or races or cultures or traditions or preferences that are different from from who you identify as or who you know yourself to be in your evolution, understand the reason why you are perceiving each other, you're coming in contact or you're meeting, is to figure out why are you coming in contact? Why are you meeting? Through relating with each other, not warring and fighting, but relating, like asking questions, communing with each other to understand why are we manifesting each other in our existence? Why do we manifest each other in the same realm, in the same space, in the same place where we perceive each other? And that nature, that inquisitive nature to figure out why are we meeting? Why can I perceive you? What's going on? Like why are we meeting? That inquisitive nature, what we learn in that process, that creates the future. It manifests the future in the present moment. Or higher frequencies or more wisdoms and wellness and balance in the present moment. That communing to understand why do we exist together? Relating, it creates the future in the present moment. Creating frequencies, like that communing creates frequencies of wellness and balance and manifests the future in the present moment. I was like, whoa, shoot. I was like, dang. So that's, baby, that's in Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube and catalog. On YouTube and Spotify, timeless catalog. The installment's titled Resolving Duality Consciousness. And it has a part 2, which End of Slavery is in the title for the part 2. Link below for the playback watchers. So, Tap In Stacked. I was communing with the multidimensional ancestral forces, and they were reminding me to assist with because we're truly one. Our whole ascension cycle of celestial and beyond beings of the cosmos, that we're one with all beings, all things. And I could perceive in my mind's eye like being one with all beings, like all beings, all things. I was like, dang. And I channeled this song. And again, it's on Self-Love from Formless to Form. Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Let's play it. Rest in my head on the remembrance that everything's already mapped out. The acclamation of the celestial bodies, done figured it out. That's my baby. When I talked about this a couple of lives ago, when I channeled that lyric from like our future selves, like our future selves, future humans that are truly here and now. Future galactic and beyond beings that are truly here now. It's like rest in my head on the remembrance that everything's already mapped out. The acclamation of the celestial bodies done figured it out. Baby, that's wisdoms. Not just wisdoms, that's wisdom. Like shit. Whoop. Excuse me again, I curse again. Woo! That baby activating the spirit come from a culture where we felt like we had to do everything and figure everything out. Like, rest your head on the remembrance that everything's already mapped out. The acclamation of the celestial bodies done figured it out already. Baby, just baby, dip your heart in inner space, your soul space, pray, meditate, and follow your soul guidance, your heart guidance. Because it's already figured out. You ain't got to figure nothing out. Okay? Just rest in your heart space and follow your internal guidance, you know, and be wellness and be balanced. And, you know, utilize the wisdoms that you already perceived and gleaned through your conscious awareness of who you are, you know, to navigate evolution and existence. So that's tapping in, stacked. Self-love and formless to form the album. By myself, Ashley-Nicole, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Y'all, we done channel a lot of good stuff today on this live. Thank you, Ancestry forces, all the beings and dimensions that contributed to this transmission as we awaken. Like, is there anything else we need to get into? Nah, not really. Not really. We will say this. We get to forgive ourselves. To be the wisdoms from our experience. Not saying this. Channeling this from a celestial wisdom's perspective so we're guided into being wellness and balance, being the wellness and balance from our experience instead of repeating old cycles of imbalance. So, like, I peeked into the feed, like, what's going on, and like the headlines on the planet. You know, we used to go over the Epstein stuff all the time. And I seen what's going on. But it's like focusing on being the wisdoms and the wellness. 1 and 2, understanding when we perceive reality, we're perceiving ourselves in different dimensions. So, you know, asking ourselves, like, what is this dimension trying to teach us about ourselves? To be the wisdoms, to manifest wellness, to manifest divine remembrance, divine awakening in the masses, to remembrance that one with celestial bodies. We are celestial orchestration and practice and experiment and evolution and existence. I don't know if I should say it, just let this go ahead and let's just be forgiveness. Let's just say that. Let's be forgiveness to be our future self in the present moment. Let's be wellness. Let's ask our whatever manifests. Ask our soul, hey soul, what is it trying to teach me about myself? To be the wisdoms and the wellness. To be our future self in the present moment, so that we don't repeat old cycles. And we rise and we become a conscious galactic species. Limitless potentials manifested as a galactic species of the cosmos. I want to thank y'all so much for stopping into this this transmission. Again, my name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I am remembering divine presence, galactic species of the cosmos, existing simultaneously, synonymously with you. As we awaken and we rise and remember our oneness with all beings, all things. Get my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. My brother sister podcast, Oneness Connection, Energetic Upliftment, is available to stream for free on YouTube. We talked about Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I cook and cook and clean. I do be cleaning sometimes in the transmission. But I cook whatever the ancestors tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish. This is what I put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. I also have some Love Bang series over there as well. Let Me See Your Plate, as well as Inner Talk. We speak about whatever the soul puts on the heart space to speak about. We chat, we channel, we heal, we grow, we evolve into greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials. Again, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream for free on YouTube, link below. I'm also an author. I channeled the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It's been a part of my awakening journey. It still is a part of my awakening journey. There's a lot of wisdoms and healing frequencies in the channeled books. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts, Asiyah's story. Coming on the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm Home. Asiyah is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She goes through many experiences which help grow and evolve her into conscious awareness, conscious alignment with the remembrance that she is love, unconditional love. All beings, all things truly are unconditional love. We are one in divine evolution, and we're growing and evolving. The journey of existence, life, reality is to grow and evolve into greater conscious awareness, greater conscious embodiment of our oneness with all beings, all things, with love, limitless potentials. The third part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is My Other Half. My Other Half is a twin flame divine counterpart journey back home to God inside. One soul manifests as 2 bodies over many lifetimes, synonymous, an analogy to how existence works in a greater existential fundamental nature of remembrance. One energy manifests in infinite ways, billions of people, infinite ways. One soul manifests as 2 bodies over many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to go co-create a love and a life together. Each lifetime, they're in evolution to ground their love, their vision of their reality. They will do so. Which lifetime under which circumstance? The books are prophetic. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is available to purchase in the Amazon bookstore. If you're doing digital downloads, it's 3 separate downloads. $9.99 plus tax for all 3 books. $29.97 altogether plus tax. Digital downloads. If you're doing paperback copies mailed to your home, it's 2 separate bindings. The first part, Asiyah's story, which are the first 2 books, Coming Home, the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm Home, is in 1 binding. $19.99 plus tax. The third part, My Other Half, is in a second binding. They're both paperback. Second paperback binding, $9.99 plus tax for My Other Half. $29.98 plus tax, more plus shipping and handling for the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, physical copies mailed to your home. Also, the first 2 parts, the first 2 books, Coming Home, the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm Home, are available to stream audiobook style within the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips catalog on YouTube. It's linked below, and I actually read the books, so it's audio style, audiobooks. I'm reading the books. Coming Home, the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm Home, available to stream for free. Kingdom Things podcast YouTube catalog, link below in the description for the playback watchers. As well as the link specifying paperback versus digital download are linked below in the description of this Kingdom Things podcast playback watchers, or you can just go to if you're not watching on Kingdom Things podcast, you can go to the Kingdom Things podcast catalog, dip down to the description to get to the links to go send you straight to the Amazon bookstore to purchase my the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, channeled, authored by myself, Ashley Phillips. We talked about my music. Ashley-Nicole Music is available to stream on YouTube. I also have a live series over there on the YouTube Ashley-Nicole Music YouTube channel. It's called Out of the Box. It's what we're all experiencing in some way. We're awakening to our remembrance that we're limitless, infinite, within the dream, the illusion of dimensionality and form and finite and edges. We're awakening and remembering our limitless nature. Out of the Box is available to stream on Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Playlist section, you'll see that there. See this there. And I have a dancing show, intuitive dancing show. It's called Dancery. We dance to my music catalog. Dancery is available to stream Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Bring your workout disposition, your workout attire, your workout shoes. We have a good time. We laugh, we joke. We actually intuitively dance on the spot. And it's a lot of fun. What else, y'all? Again, follow my Facebook page personal account, to catch the Facebook community lives. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Choose to give that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you be, embody your limitless potentials more consciously. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
I am real. My inner space, or authentic, universally aligned frequency, has been and is being projected into my tangible reality.
Working through my inner imbalances to perceive and embody more my limitless, balanced, well nature is a journey I wouldn't trade in for anything. A journey I wouldn't trade for anything. The Galactic Federation of Light has assigned you two to a new mission.
New mission? Give us the deets.
What do you say? You up for it, Asiyah?
Up, down, left, right, yin yang balance. I'm up for it.
First things first, you two need some training. I pulled some etheric cords for you to meet with the Masters.
The Masters?
Now that ancient, etheric, God, infinite creation prophecy has been resurrected, and all within is being activated to remembrance that all is one. There are no limits, no bounds. We called in the Holy Shabbat Trinity.
The Holy Shabbat Trinity.
We'll connect you two while you're on your flight. They're coming in to help all of humanity awaken in the masses, to assist all of humanity awakening to their infinite potentials.
The Holy Shabbat Trinity. I think I have a clue who you're referring to. Humanity is in great hands. We are one. We are home. We are awakening, awakened. Thanks, Barry.
That's Commander Barry to you.
Thank you, Commander Barry.
All right, off you two go. And remember, have fun, innovate, encourage, be honest, inspire, experience, and be kind.
Will do.
I've had dreams of this being my life, all of my life. I got discouraged over the years. I'm finally living my most abundant reality. I'm gonna live this reality to the fullest. With having fun, innovating, encouraging, being honest, inspiring, experiencing, and being kind. Thank you, Lieutenant Barry. Thank you, Divine Presence that I am.
We are ready for this.
We were born ready.
Hey, my name is Asiyah, and I am an interdimensional being. I know. I just found out myself. Everything that I thought was my truth was a lie. I chose to continue this life because of the one thing that I know isn't a lie. Love.
Jesus Christ. Rabbi Yeshua. You and Asiyah are being transmitted holy wisdoms, chakma, by the way of divine revelation. These wisdoms were traditionally be acquired through years of study. You are ready to wield your soul's truths of your innate, limitless, divine connection in which you are. I've been waiting forever for this, Rabbi. Your most wonderful visions, your most whimsical dreams, wondrous dreams, are your truths. You only have to be brave enough to speak your truths, to embody the energies of your truths, to manifest a reality that mirrors your truths. Yeah, Rabbi, you're right. I thought it was all a dream. Share yourselves with the world. Divine remembrance is contagious. Share your wisdoms, your love, and your balance. Gladly. Happily. The Lubavitcher Rebbe. In my sprightly animated form. You've been helping me heal over the years. To remember. To forgive. To come into wholeness. Inner union. Inner peace. Inner wellness. Inner balance. Yes, these things are true. And your inquisitive nature to journey inward, to learn more about yourself, to heal yourself, to become well, has assisted with rejuvenating, with uplifting all of divine connection, all of infinity, all of Shekinah, all of Elohim, all of God. It's the divine mandate over my life, over humanity's existence, my inner space, or my God inside, my soul, my highest presence, gave me the task to become everything I was created to be, everything that I am in the I am, to allow for the avenue for humanity to come into its dharmic purpose, for humans to become our dharmic purpose, limitless potentials in the tangible, infinite potentials with the illusion of form or finite. Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson. In fleshly animation and youth. You too, you and Asiyah. You be your authentic truths. You be who you innately know that you are. You will be who you innately know in which we are. Dimensions of the infinite sea. Infinite creation. I will relax into the love or my innate divine wisdoms. And so it shall be, and so it is ordered. Shalom. Conscious within a realm that is a patient within the etheric intensive care unit. As ancient eons old prophecy has been resurrected and fulfilled, growing into being a dimension of the limitless bipedal man. Well, woman. Let's try this intro scene again. We're galactic beings. Our energetic disposition and thought patterns manifest our reality. Let's try awakened within the dream. Remembering that I am one with all things and that my energetic embodiment is infinite and sentient. Another day in paradise. As I awakened to my limitless presence, a little bit ahead of the masses. Another day in paradise. Because I am a forerunner. I began to demonize humanism as a part of my awakening process. It's an ancient cycle, an archaic cycle, that we no longer allow ourselves to do, as instead of demonizing our experiences, not limerence, not naive, or our creations as humans, we face them, we meet them, we learn from them, and grow and evolve the energies of our creations. But conscious and aware of the need and necessity to balance energies to eradicate disease. Another day in paradise. Like food. And nature. What does your sky look like? I ask because I have the soul level remembrance that every human perceives reality as we are, or as the energies we're embodying in every moment, and not truly as it is. So I ask, what does your sky look like?
You are clear, ocean waves, what you call sins, heavy waves of evolution, activated human will. You are the earth, you are the dust, you are the chosen land.
We, humanity, stem from the beginning of space and time, the spheres of creation in which came together to create a more powerful, abundant, prime source creator energy, or Allah, or God, or the Most High. The energy summation of the spheres of creation were an energy of imbalance and chaos. So, galactic creation ensued, as well as the universal laws in which govern the tangible realms, worlds, and planets. Like the principle of gender, everything in creation has feminine as well as masculine energies as the components of its makeup. To be in perfect balance or achieve 0 point, you must embrace, honor, and cultivate your yin and your yang, or your feminine and your masculine, or your inner man as well as inner woman. You don't have to know the way. Just know that you are your North Star.
You are a warrior, princess, dragon, galactic, queen.
Be like water. Flow.
How's being awake in your earthly dream treating you?
Taking everything in stride. How's the Earth's timeline trajectory looking?
100% chance of the highest timeline outcome manifesting for the foreseeable eons, and a 100% chance of your most abundant mirrored and balancing counterpart manifesting to traverse your human interdimensional existence with.
All in a space, time, and beyond's work. And I trust this.
Be patient, Ash.
Ash?
Do you mind me calling you Ash?
No, I don't mind. My grandmother and my sister are the only ones who have called me Ash.
You there, Ashley? Ash? Ash?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're remembering.
I'm what? Remembering. Your mission on planet Earth. To assist with uplifting and rejuvenating all of infinite creation through the way I relate with and unconditionally love myself or all things.
Yes, be patient and compassionate with yourself, Ashley.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Talk to you later, Em.